show can be a little gay, but if you're not, that's okay. You can listen and have fun either way. Xena, Star Wars, Doctor Who, guests and music and reviews, Game of Thrones, Winona too. We promise there's something for you. She nerds out. We're girls that like dirty things. Dirty things.
Hello and welcome to the She Nerds Out podcast. I'm Kat.
I'm Wendy. This is Tara.
On today's episode, we have some nerd news, including Wendy's D23 roundup. We have a little mail sack and some this week in snopping. And let's get right to that.
Wow, right to it. The snopping. Well, I'll let Tara go first.
Oh, okay, great.
I don't know.
Well, I'll start us off.
I'll
start us off with some depressing news. This is Tara. For those who follow the podcast and you've heard of all of our fur babies, my eldest cat, Duncan, passed away suddenly this last weekend. I put a post up on Instagram, on my personal Instagram, which is at Texan in LA. And I tried cross-posting, it was just seemed like a weird one to specifically put up through our She Nerds Out one. But I was getting ready to go to a birthday party, actually. And Rachel called me in the room and she had found him on the floor and he was obviously struggling to breathe and, having an emergency. So we took him to the vet and to the ER, and there was really not much they could do for him. He was in cardiac heart failure, so and had fluid in his lungs, and he was 15. So the quality of life versus what they could even do, was pretty clear. So we said goodbye to Duncan this weekend. It was still in shock, kind of hard to process. So I adopted him when he was about 8 years old. So he was best friends with our newer cat, Marvin. We called them the Eels from A Little Mermaid. So, because they're always intertwined or following each other around. It was really cute. So they became best friends. So, just sad to say goodbye to him. He was such a special guy, and he just made everybody fall in love with him and cats. And so, just thinking about him. And we were originally going to volunteer to foster a cat that friend of Snop, Loie, had found that had wandered into her garage. We were going to foster him until he could find a home. But I think at this point, we're just going to adopt the little kitty. He doesn't really have a name yet, but we're gonna name him Jet. And his full name will be Jetsam, of Jetsam and Flopsam. Flotsam the Eels from Little Mermaid. Perfect. To honor Dunky, and because I'm sure they'll be BFFs. So excited to meet the new kitty, but pretty devastated about Duncan. So it was definitely not. He was otherwise pretty healthy, other than some very minor things, but so keep him in your hearts.
Always. He was the best kitty. He was such a good boy.
Such
a handsome boy.
He was a charmer, that's for sure.
Yeah. No, he was a loved. Well, I was with Tara when she met him for the first time, and we went to this lady's house who'd fostered him since I guess he was a kitten, and long time because he was 8. She was a foster. When people, because he was a good-looking cat, so people reach out and they find out he was older, like 8, and decide not to adopt. And you said, "Doesn't bother me. He's still a good young kitty." So he was very sweet. And I have met Jetsam. I met him at D23. Because you always see your kittens at D23.
Of course.
He's a charmer. He is a tiny little happy bouncing boy who will give Marvin a run for his money. If Marvin wants a buddy, he's going to get a buddy. So.
And Jetsam Jet is a black kitty, and apparently know he had reached out to some people that did not want him because he was a black kitty due to superstitions and the like.
It's insane.
And let me tell you,
it's so crazy.
I'm a superstitious person. I'm all about, that kind of stuff. But come on, educate yourselves, people.
It's bullshit.
Kitties need safe, loving homes. And
I had a black cat for, I think Rocky lived till he was maybe 18 years old. He was the best cat in the world. Black, long-haired kitty.
Mm-hmm.
Cats are awesome.
There's one's fostering one right now.
Right over there. Yeah. They're the best cat. It's come on, it's so silly. What are you worried about?
I think it's not necessarily always superstition. I think people just want cats with the cool markings and the cool colors, and black cats are cool. But they've always been the hardest to adopt and shelter.
That's so crazy.
So when I had Ro, he was a black lab, and I heard they always had more trouble getting homes for the black labs because they're harder to photograph, and they did.
That's part of it.
I'm like, seriously, people,
fuck off. What is wrong?
That's a you problem, not a cat problem. It's
that's just silly.
Guess what? We're gonna take so many adorable pictures with Jetsam, and he's gonna be. In fact, other news and snobbing. In my sad grief posting on Sunday, I ran across, of course, some Instagram ads for register now, apply now. You could win a free photo session with your pets. And because Instagram algorithm knows me. So of course I applied, and of course I quote won both of them that I applied for, which basically means you go in and do the whole session for free, which is if you were to just pay out of pocket would cost $1,000. And then they give you one bit nicely framed portrait. One is going to be turned into an art portrait, and one is going to be a photo. And then if you want more of your beautiful photos you've taken during the session, then you pay for them, right? So we'll be doing both of those, and we'll be dressed up in fancy wares. And luckily, it's around the time that we'll be going to the Emmys, so I figure I'll just, well, one of them I'm going to be purchasing Victorian era wear, and I want to look like freaking Gentleman Jack. And I'll be putting one of the animals in a top hat. And
wow,
so we're going in for a family portrait. The first one, Marvin. The cats are allowed. The second one is specifically for senior dogs, so it'll just be Charlie. But
okay, wow, interesting.
Yeah, so I will share those once we have those gems.
Please. Interesting. I cannot wait to see your Gentleman Jack costume.
Yeah, those people don't know what's coming. They said dress fancy. So
wow,
done and done.
Dress fancy.
That's awesome. All right. Well, much love to you and your family right now, because Duncan was a sweet boy. And I definitely can't wait to meet Jet.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Well,
go ahead. Go on.
Well, no, I was going to say I was going to go to my snopping, but it's not very exciting.
Okay.
So we can just leave it at Donkey and Jet.
Oh, okay.
I watched an episode of the new show Lanterns. It was really good.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I didn't even realize it was out yet. I just thought it was coming. In local news, I have to report that I don't love. We all three live very close to Warner Brothers Studios. And, they have the iconic Warner Brothers Tower has the backdrop of the hill at Griffith Park.
Mm-hmm.
It's very beautiful, very iconic. And what they started doing, the first one I saw was with Supergirl. They've been wrapping it with.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they wrapped it with lanterns. And I'm like, if I came here and I was really into the iconic Warner Brothers Studio things, and people do, they come there for the tour, they want to take pictures, and the freaking lantern, it's not a good wrap. It's not cool. I'd be kind of pissed. I'm like, do you guys really need to use that?
Oh, I'm looking at the Supergirl wrap. It doesn't look great.
I think they wrapped it for Barbie too.
I don't know, but now they're just it's almost constantly wrapped. It's not cool.
I would be
leave the iconic WB looks so cool. It's so nice, classic.
Yeah,
I don't want that. I don't need. That's not how I put a big poster outside the front gate, but not not on that. Anyway,
Ugh, that's frustrating.
that bothers me every time I drive by. I'm like, ugh. Oh.
Right. Okay.
Like how it's a show. I thought it was a movie. I didn't realize it was like a weekly show. That's cool. Is it a comedy?
It remember Watchmen? It's a lot like Watchmen.
So not really, but good.
It's more of a sort of real. Yeah, it's very much like Watchmen in its feels by Damon Lindelof.
But he's not called Watchmen a ha comedy for sure.
No, and this isn't either. No,
Okay.
This is not a comedy. But you know what? Here's the thing. They had a preview of the coming season, and Nathan Fillion with his character from Superman is in it. And his goofy ass hairstyle. So it'll be interesting to see because that character was kind of goofy in Superman a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see what he's like in this.
Okay, I'm excited. Maybe I'll have to watch that.
It was good. It definitely had that
this week.
Watchmen realistic feel, but the preview showed a lot of very superhero action ahead.
It has 95% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. People are saying, has Kyle Chandler always been this good of an actor? Where's it? What's he been doing? You know, 'cause he's really good at this.
A little insulting.
I know. Well, he's played. This is probably more like I haven't seen everything he's done, but he's always kind of like, Kyle Chandler, like a normal dude. This guy's sort of a kind of past his prime drinking kind of
got it. A little gritty
kind of guy. A little more of a character
Fun.
than I've seen
Okay.
before.
Cool.
That's fair. Yeah, he normally does play the all-American dude in some way or another.
Yeah. All right, cool. I mean, that's really good Rotten Tomato score, so check it out. How do we watch this, Wendy?
HBO.
Okay. Hobo?
HBO.
Great. Let's move on to some animals.
Real quick, I'll also put a quick review in for Ted Lasso season 4, which features the women's soccer team. So sports. I love it so far. There's only been 2 episodes out, but and if you like Ted Lasso, you'll be into this. If you think Ted Lasso's too woke, you'll absolutely despise and hate this on every level. So don't watch it. Just don't watch it. It's not for you. It's not made for you.
Easy solution.
But, if you have an open mind and an open heart or a closed heart that needs help being opened a little bit, give it a try. Just let yourself feel these feelings. I've really enjoyed it. And I do like the new characters so far. I think they're fun. And I recognize the women that I saw at the Sparks game where they had the cast of Ted Lasso, but no one knew who they were because it hadn't aired yet. But it's a lot of fun.
Awesome. Okay, great. Animals. We love them. So do you. So apparently it is like baby hippo season because there's another one in Toronto.
What's with all the hippos?
Is this one as wet as the other one was, Kat?
Pretty wet.
This one's also wet.
Too wet for you?
But yeah.
Kat, you're just going to have to deal with the fact that hippos are slimy looking little wet animals.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Piper.
Sorry, you guys went mute for a second. That's my fault.
Oh, wow.
So it's another wet baby wet hippo. But very cute. Very cute.
He's tiny. Okay. Or she. I'm not sure. Well, they're all going to grow up to be big old killers. But it's another pygmy. They're not that big. Oh, my gosh. Just sliding around on its little slippery body. That's funny.
Yeah, see, it's all wet. And now, not only is there Fat Bear Week coming up, now apparently we have Fat Marmot Week.
Fat Marmot Week. I heard about this on our newscast this morning, and I said, this is a snop topic like nothing else. And you looked at the website. There's they have listed, why can I not find here we go. Meet the Marms. They're calling him the Marms. Here are the names of the competing Fat Marmots. Dan's Hat, Citroen, Open Kite, Dawn, Stonehenge, 1, just the number 1.
Okay.
And Dandelion.
And if you're not familiar with what a marmot looks like they're beaver-like creatures, I
They're
guess.
little rodenty things.
Yeah, they definitely look like beavers.
Yeah.
They're in the squirrel family.
Okay,
yeah,
I can see that. Their
squirrels.
tails are bushy like squirrels, not really like a beaver flappy one. They're very cute. They definitely have junk in the trunk. But I didn't know that. What they hibernate? How many?
Yeah.
What are some of these facts, Marmot? Facts?
Yeah. Are you looking at the marmot
Yeah,
fact?
largest member of the squirrel family. 15 species found across the world. Trying to see how long they hibernate. Do you guys see that?
I
don't know.
I'm gonna do a goog.
I will say this. I don't see the hibernation, but one of the reasons they're doing this is because they need funds. It says science funding has been cut back a bit. They say there's no funding anywhere. Yeah, well, it says since taking office in 24, dumbass Donald Trump's administration has laid off hundreds of scientists at national laboratories, frozen grant funding, and restricted research dollars to universities. To stay alive, their researchers are turning to out-of-the-box ideas to drum up support for their work. Here's the fun part. Earlier this month, the team began posting G-rated Marmot videos to the adult content site OnlyFans to solicit donations.
Yes!
But the Only Marms account has yet to provide a sustainable funding source.
So smart.
Only Marms.
Says they also partnered with an Irwin Brewing Company in Crested Butte to brew a Marmot-themed beer called Marmot Tears.
Oh,
so you know what? Give them a look, man. The little marmots need help because we have a horrible group of people running our country who's basically trying to just destroy nature for their own profits. And the marmots need our help. So they're cute.
I have a marmot fact. I have marmot facts. They hibernate. Guys, guess how many months out of the year they hibernate?
5.
10.
Tara's closest, 6 to 8 months.
Oh,
roughly 200 days out of the year.
Depends if you go with the 6 or the 8. I was close.
Well, fair enough. You both of you went, but that's most of the year. I want that job. I want to sleep.
I envy the marmots right now. Wow,
incredible.
Okay.
By the way,
let's support these marmots.
The Marmot Project at Rocky Mountain Biological Laboratory. It's the world's second longest running study of individually marked animals behind only Jane Goodall's famous chimpanzee research. So,
my goodness.
I'm glad they're doing this because I would have never known. But this little Fat Marmot contest will get them some attention.
So there's 2 ways to donate, it looks like. It says, click here to donate to support the Marmot Project. Specifically, this is on the Fat Marmot Week website. When I click on it, it says it goes to UCLA site. It says give to UCLA. So I wonder, and then it says I'd like to give to the Bloomstein Marmot Project Research Fund. So I guess this is run through University of California. So
there you go.
Go us. But then below that it says support RMBL, like Rumble, but RMBL Science. When I click that, it goes to like another group, I guess. I don't know if they oversee this general research for a lot different things. But yeah, I think this is there's some more goes to the Rocky Mountain Biological Laboratory. So I don't know what the difference is, but if you want to donate specifically to the marmots, it looks like that's done through UCLA, and you can do that.
Where's the Marmot shop? I want a marmot.
Oh, they have a shop?
No, I wish they
did. They must. Well, they should.
Yeah, they really should have some merch. Okay.
That would help. It'd be cute merch. So support the marmots. We'll post a link. Meanwhile, in our Eagle news, we talked last week about the sad passing of Jackie, but as nature goes, Shadow's got a new friend. Katie or KD or whatever.
KD1,
who some people are calling Katie or KD, has been hanging out. I saw them hanging out on one of the trees yesterday. Just
Yeah.
Now, does she have kind of like the spot on her head?
Yeah,
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah,
she's got a
that's
black spot on her head,
And
so it's easy
I
to tell them
don't-
apart.
I don't think she was one of the eagles that went after Jackie.
Okay.
I think this is a different.
Weren't they young eagles that went after
They
her?
were sub-adults. Yeah, they had some white on their heads, but they weren't. This is not. KD was not one of those eagles.
Okay.
So
I'm
Good.
also
I
a
feel good about
sub-adult, by the way. Not quite a child, but not fully an adult mentally.
Not
Sub-adult.
not a girl, not yet quite a woman.
not
they say
a woman.
she is very close to mating age. So
We'll see how
Ooh,
it goes.
She's trying to lock her talons in.
I don't know that listen, she doesn't know. How would she know about Jackie? She has no idea that he's a widower.
Oh, maybe she can smell it on him. Makes him more attractive in some way.
I did.
Wow,
hear
he's such a great
that-
dad. He's great baby daddy material.
Oh, now you're saying that he's good baby daddy material?
That's what maybe she says. Okay.
No.
It's fine. I'm not gonna
We'll have no
start a
chatting
fight
here.
here.
Thank you.
I think you're trying. Yeah. So, by the way, I read that Friends of Big Bear are going to have some Jackie tribute merch at some point. Who knows when? They still got to fill all the orders that they're trying to fill now.
Yeah. No kidding.
It's going to take a minute.
Yeah.
We'll
But,
never forget you, Jackie.
Oh no.
No.
No. Never ever.
No. Not our
No.
Jackie.
All
We're
right.
going to need an Animal News theme song soon.
Mhm.
Yes. And all right. Speaking of never forgetting those that we love, we have a mail sack.
Mm.
Mail
right.
sack. Mail sack. Mail sack.
Dee.
you go.
All right.
Whee!
I have the email, so I can see get my eyes going. It's from AK, and the title is Balls. And it starts, mozzarella balls, surely. Did you already say that? Probably. I forget. I don't know if we did, but we will now.
Ooh.
See, I always think of mozzarella.
Oh, I
in
think
the
I said
stick.
buffalo mozzarella.
Okay.
That are in the little
We need
balls.
some cheese.
Then there
balls.
you go. Yeah.
Mhm.
Fairly sure if you eat meat, you can buy actual balls to eat. But I'm guessing that won't appeal too much. Like ball? No.
Oh, like Rocky.
No.
What are they called? Rocky Mountain oysters or something? Like
No.
sheep balls?
No.
I don't know. Ugh.
Not doing that.
Oh no.
No. Hey guys, it's so great to hear reports about San Diego Comic-Con because very occasionally I imagine it might be fun to go to something like that, and I feel I'm missing out on something. But it actually sounds like my idea of hell, so I don't have to give that any further thought, which is really nice. Much appreciated, team. FOMO all gone. Cheers. If you don't like crowds, you do not want to go.
No.
We've got a thing here going on right now called the 100. It's a cricket tournament. Cricket is sort of like baseball, but much older and I gather much more complicated. It's like the dinosaur ancestor of baseball. Women's cricket has been growing, and the idea of this particular tournament is it's fast, colorful, and has live music and pyrotechnics and is dumbed down for everyone to follow. They're making a grab at the youth audience, I guess. Traditional cricket has something of a slow and stodgy reputation. People dressed all in white. Quiet matches lasting for 6 to 7 hours, up to 5 days. Nothing much happening, that sort of thing. So this time is limited. Bowl like a pitch limited. The whole thing takes about an hour for each side. So all done and dusted in over 2 hours.
Okay.
So I'm thinking
nice.
it's like banana ball. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Like what banana ball is to baseball. Look at
Right.
it because that's a new thing where they
jazzed it up.
jazzy now.
Yeah.
Kristen Bell shows up and sings live
Yes.
during the game.
Exactly. There's dance routines, there's gimmicks, there's costumes, there's special guests. It's like an entertainment. It's not really a sport.
And there's a strict 2-hour limit in the game. Just
I didn't know
ends
that.
After yeah.
It just
if you're
ends?
to a certain thing, it's like at 2 hours, I think you finish the inning and that's it.
That's great.
So yeah.
Well, the fact that the other matches, the regular ones, can last up to 5 days is insane.
That's why.
I mean, I'm sure they take breaks. And
How do you even plan to go see a game at that rate?
I don't
or like
know.
you want
That's so weird. AK does continue.
Intense.
Says every club is one men's side and one women's side, treated as a whole club, given in theory equal weighting, equal kudos. Most of the time,
I like that.
Most of the time, the clubs play the same matches on the same days. Ladies match first, then men, so people come to make a day of it, meaning much greater exposure for the women's side.
Yeah,
That's cool. I like that.
Good idea.
Of course, only the money for the men is much more. The money for umpiring women's matches is about a third of what the guys' games get, and no women at all umpire for the men's matches, from what I can see. So it's kind of lip service bullshit. What they do have is a ton of queer women in the crowd reaction. What they do have is a ton of queer women in the team, so that's a lot of fun. Oh, and they say they're trying to work their way towards pay parity.
Work their way in quotes.
Yeah. So your women's baseball league should grow eventually if it manages to get some decent viewing figures and make a profit. Names do seem to be a general problem, though. They invented new teams for this event too, with varying degrees of success. Oh, this is longer than I realized. I think they listened to you. They started it with names like Welsh Fire, Trent Rockets, Birmingham Phoenix, London Spirit, Oval Invincibles,
terrible,
Northern Superchargers, Southern Brave. Yeah, it was a bit of a mixed bag.
Cool.
Two have changed names because they pretty much got pretty much bought out by sponsors. Oval Invincibles became MI London. Northern Superchargers became Sunrisers Leeds.
I mean, that's even worse.
Tired.
Sunrisers Leeds.
All that just to say, even if you started out with reasonable names, they can get changed and vice versa. Don't worry about it. Oh man, I keep forgetting to send this, and now there's a new snop waiting, and the title makes me nervous. Crap, it's going to be 34 degrees today. That's 93 to you guys? Ooh. England isn't made for this shit. I'm going to go listen. Catch up with you guys after Sir AK.
Look, I empathize with you, AK, because today here in LA it's 93. It's freaking hot. And if I didn't have AC putting this house down to 76 degrees, I mean, I would be insufferable to be around. You couldn't stop the complaining. And yeah, it's dangerous for people because there's not really AC there in most places in England and the elderly, and if you have any kind of health problems, it's really dangerous.
Yeah, it's a problem.
So I'm not making fun of y'all at all.
No
one here will ever defend the heat being a good thing. I don't think.
No, ma'am.
Nobody likes the heat. Nobody. Well, some people do. They're crazy.
Some people do.
They are crazy. Oh, boy.
By the way, real quick side note, speaking of our women's baseball, there was someone at the D23 convention that we'll speak of who was wearing a LA Queens shirt.
Really?
The baseball team.
Can't wait to hear that.
Interesting.
Okay.
So there's one.
Okay. Well, let's get right to some nerd news.
Nerd news. I repeat, we have breaking nerd news.
We're going to start off with some sad news and then move into some more fun stuff. It was announced earlier this week, as of this recording, actress Hayden Panettiere has died at age 36. I don't know, Wendy, maybe because you are the news, if there's any more details about her passing. I know that there was talk of heart failure or some sort of cardiac issue.
Yeah, I think they're still looking into things. The boyfriend and his brother, I think, were there. The DEA apparently is now involved in the investigation, and someone said, it could have been, there were some drugs there that caused it. It could have been, just her abuse, drug abuse or substance abuse leading up to that caused her heart to be weak. I think they're still looking into things. So it just says police are not satisfied that her death was a tragic overdose of prescribed meds because they are trying to determine if there could be criminal conduct behind it.
Boy.
So
Awesome.
TBD. I know she had some issues. Her mother released a statement that was fairly cold, basically saying that's too bad she got on a wrong path because she had a lot of gifts and she was pretty cool. Too bad she went in the wrong direction. That's how showbiz goes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. There's her problem right there.
Yeah.
Well, to offset that, her father released a statement, which was a lot kinder and more kind of, heartfelt. He said, it's with profound sadness that we share the tragic passing of our beloved Hayden. She was an incredible light and a force of nature who brought immeasurable love and joy to all who knew her. To the millions who loved, to the millions who watched her on screen, we ask for privacy as her family takes time to process her unimaginable loss. And I know that she had been going through she had essentially given up custody of her young child to her former husband.
Who was not a great guy, by the way.
Oh, great.
No.
Some abuse issues going on there.
Cool.
Yeah.
This is just all so tragic.
Yeah, and I was reading an interview she had Hayden, and basically talking about when she was on doing the red carpets when she was 15. She's basically a child actress, and her members of her own team, like her own PR team, will give her pills and say, "Here, these are some happy pills. These are your quote happy pills. They're going to give you plenty of energy." For these red carpets and all the things you're going to have to do, not realizing till, not at the time, but of course they are giving her like illegal substances and probably whether it's Adderall or, that got her addicted to it. And then of course you have to get more and more and more, and then maybe switch to harder things to maintain that same level. And so it's just like, yes, she has a drug problem, but who was watching out for her mom? And how did she? This didn't happen. These things, especially in showbiz. That's just how showbiz goes. I guess it doesn't make it okay, but according to mom,
her first credit on IMDb is from 1996. So she was literally, I think she was like under a year old when she started acting.
Wow. It sounds the mom got her into it for,
she sounds like
was not looking out for her best interests.
No. So that's
I'm sure
lovely.
Maybe she said, "Sure, honey, go ahead and take those. Those will help you." Sad.
Hayden is probably best known for Heroes. She was in Remember the Titans and Nashville. I think Heroes is where I first knew her, and she played the cheerleader, which was like the main character of that show.
Yeah.
So I just remember in all the promos and everything for that show, she was the person that was up front. So that's a lot of pressure, and I'm sure the drug issue was made worse by sort of sudden fame, being on billboards and magazines and that kind of pressure sounds intense. And then on top of that, having mental health and drug issues, like good luck. It's just a bad combination.
Yeah. And she was an ice princess too, with Michelle Trachtenberg, who also passed away.
Who also lost
very early.
Recently, right? This year or last year, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Last year, yeah.
I really feel like if you are in that business with any degree of success and you do not have a good family base or some sort of good management team who actually gives a crap about you other than just what you can get for them, you're almost destined to end up with some problems because people will take advantage of you at every turn.
I mean, Drew Barrymore, it's a miracle that she's alive.
Yeah.
Like she was a child actress from a very young age, and she was exposed to drugs and alcohol at a very young age, and it seemed like nobody was around to really tell her to not do it.
Yeah.
So it is a miracle that she's still alive and doing very well, and seems like she's thriving and sitting close to people on couches. Which I love. Drew.
Say a little too close.
Hey,
but
I would mind. Drew can sit next to me whenever she wants. But yeah, obviously very sad, and I'm sure we'll find out more details about her Hayden's passing.
Oh yes, this will be an ongoing investigation. So,
Okay.
TMZ once again leading the charge with all that.
For whatever you think about them, they seem to always get the scoop, and
they're mostly usually right. I would say,
Yep.
Not always, but most of the time, sleazy as they are. So
they're still scumbags.
Yeah,
I'm not saying they're not, but somehow they always get some good information.
Mm-hmm. Well, in a dramatic 180 turn, let's talk about D23, because I went and it was glorious. It was not a whole weekend. It was 2 solid days of Disney magic in convention form.
Now the D23, remind me again what that means.
Disney. It's the Disney convention. So it's open only to members of D23, the club, the fan club. Of course.
Is that the 23? Like, what does it mean? Like the D23-ness? Oh, okay. Is it
Honestly, I forgot.
Was it established 1923?
Maybe.
Okay.
I could Google it. I'm tired. But anyway, it's the name of their...
You talk, I'll Google.
You Google. So it's free. You can be a member for free. If you have a different gold membership or whatever, you get some things, fun Disney goodies, and you get some perks here and there. But you can sign up for free to be a member, and then you can get tickets to D23, which they pretty much sold out. But they did this year.
I did not know that you didn't have to be a member, like the paying member.
No, anybody who's a member can do it.
And it is in fact 1923, the year that the studio was founded.
Oh, okay.
It's, as some people put it, Disney fans paying to be marketed to for 3 straight days, which is kind of true, but whatever. We love Disney. It's in years past, I feel like they have had like the main exhibitions, like at Comic-Con, where Lucasfilm is there, Marvel's there, big companies are there. But they also have your smaller vendors on one end. And they've had that before. This year, they didn't have that. They didn't really have the small vendors. They have a lot of shopping. Shopping's a big focus. But you got to get up at 6, try to join a virtual queue. So then when they call your number, you can go stand in a very long line to get into the store, which we did for the main store.
Win a lottery to get into the store.
Yes, because it's that popular. Because those Disney people love their merch, either to resell.
Now, AK, that's your real hell right there.
That is.
Well, we did it, and we got in the main store for D23. And again, when we got in, I got a couple things, but there was like a lot of it was Star Wars big ticket, like a 4 lightsaber set in a cool box for $550, a giant remote control droid, and a lot of these things come out later, but you get them first, and maybe. I don't know if they're cheaper, but you just get to get them first. So it's very specific merch. It's not like going to Disney and having a ton of options to shop. It's like very specific things. They had Mickey's of Glendale, which is the store for the employees, like studio store. So that's kind of cool. We went in there at the last. So when all the groups, the virtual queues are done, if they have space, they'll do a standby line. So we stood in that for 30-ish minutes to get into the other one. And then they didn't have what we wanted. So we didn't really stay. Pen store, we walked by one of those. Every single pen on the board that shows what's available had a piece of paper over it because they're all gone. Every single thing they had in stock for that day was gone.
Whoa.
That life is gone. So it's a hardcore thing. So we spent a lot of time. The first day we went to a couple panels. I went to a National Geographic panel, which was interesting.
Is it hard to get into these panels?
So again, you do a reservation. You can sign up for like 4 different things per day or 4 different things, something. I can't remember how many you can sign up for. So I signed up for a few different things. The only one I got was the National Geographic panel.
Got it.
And there are a variety of things. Sign up to get the Pixar Ball giveaway. Sign up for an autograph session. Sign up for panels. Sign up, whatever. There are a few different things. So I got the Nat Geo panel. But with the panels, that just guarantees that you go to the reservation line and you get in. They have a standby line. So after the National Geographic panel, I went to the standby line for the music score panel with Michael Giacchino. And I got in easily. Great. So you can still get into things like that with a standby line. Reservation just means You're guaranteed.
You're guaranteed. Okay, cool.
So,
okay, I like that system.
Comic-Con. Take a listen.
Mhm.
Two very good panels, very well produced, very interesting. They were talking all about their new documentary for Disney Plus called Lion. It looks really cool. And just in general about how Walt, was about like his influence and like doing the animal stories because he went, giving them personality so people could care about the animals and want to protect them and the whole bit. And then so it was very good. Nice. And then the other one was Michael Giacchino and all the talking about his career and different scores he's done. A lot of Disney, Pixar. I don't know if he's done Disney, but he does done a lot of Pixar, Marvel, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange.
Oh, cool.
My one fun fact is Up is my favorite Pixar movie and one of my favorite scores that he did, but he almost didn't do it. You know why he did it? Because someone else turned it down. That would be John Williams. So I can't even imagine that movie being scored by John Williams. But because he didn't, this guy got it, and there we go. And I think did an amazing job. So then they give you things. I got like a little National Geographic magazine walking out of that panel. I got a little record album, a cutout record album from Up with a couple of tracks on there. That was cool.
That's cool. Huh.
Our friends went to a Beauty and the Beast panel, which apparently was quite good. So we spent half the day in panels on Friday. Mm-hmm. And then a lot of the con is like you go to an exhibit, like we went on Saturday, went to the Super Bowl because ABC, I guess, has the Super Bowl next year, which is at SoFi. Okay. We waited in a line that took longer than it should have. You get in, the Lombardi Trophy was there. We did a little video where we're like, we're going to Disneyland and we're celebrating and all this. And they recorded. I haven't seen the final product yet. And then you walk out and you get a pin and you go on your way. Okay. Or Hulu, you take a bunch of pictures at some cool setups, like from different shows. You take 4 pictures, get your card stamped 4 times, go get a free mystery pen. So there's a lot of come see this exhibit, come see this Avatar. There was like a film. There M&M's was there giving out M&M's and some comic stuff. You get your picture. It's definitely a lot set up for people who want to post their content. We got a lot of pictures taken.
Give more free advertising to Disney.
Exactly. But even like small, like not the Disney stores, but like Crocs was there if you want to wait in a long line. Box Lunch was there if you want to wait in a long line. So there were shops, but it's not like when you go to Disney and you're shopping Disney things. It's very more limited selection. And then again, you've got to get in there first. But it was fun. Probably one of the highlights, of course, was the film TV presentation Friday night, which used to be part of the convention at a room. You had to do the lottery system to get in it. But now they've moved it to the Honda Center where you can get the extra ticket for that. Mm-hmm. So we bought Friday tickets with Honda Center because that's usually the best presentation. And they made a lot of announcements while we were there. It was really cool because they come out and everything's a big splash. They started off with Anne Hathaway coming out to start the show. We're like, okay, Anne Hathaway, woo! Everybody's excited. By the way, they actually started with 2 really obnoxious people that were trying to get the crowd whipped up and having fun. They were like, just go away.
Like they need that at Disney.
That's a tough job.
They had a DJ, which it is a tough job, and I get it, but they're just annoying. So they did a lot of like, there's going to be a Coco 2. There's going to be an Incredibles 3, a lot of sequels. They promote Gato, a new, I think it was Pixar or Disney.
Yeah, kitty movie.
Gato. It's like a gangsta cat.
Cute.
Percy and the Jacksons. Okay,
it's about a black cat too.
That is.
I know.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
I will be seeing it. So, you know what got first before this happened, something that completely blindsided me because I did not expect this to be at this convention at all was Romy and Michelle 2. They put up a thing. You saw them in the car, and I'm just like, "What, Romy and Michelle?" I was like, "What?" And then Lisa Kudrow and Mira Sorvino walk out as Romy and Michelle and do the bit as them, as the characters, talking about the sequel coming out. I don't even remember when or what they said, but I was just taking pictures. Oh my God, it's Romy and Michelle. That was amazingly fun. A lot of animated sequels. But the, by far, biggest reaction of the night was for the Tangled teaser. that they showed. And it was cool. They had lanterns in the auditorium where there's like these cool, like from Tangled. And then it's, playing the music. It's so cool. And then it shows like the hair running up, like the long hair of Rapunzel. You go up these stairs and she turns around. And everyone's like, yay! And it cuts to Tangled and it comes back. And it's going up to this door and a hand comes out and people are like, ah! And then it opens up and there's Catherine Hahn, his mother Gothel, whatever her name is. And that place went nuts. That place exploded. And then she walks out and I think she says something to the effect of like, yeah, I got
Catherine Hahn walked out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because the fans were pushing like, you gotta cast Catherine Hahn. You got it. And I don't know if they already had plans before that, but it certainly I think maybe sent them looking at, let's look at Catherine Hahn, and now she's playing the part. And I think that was one big reason for the reaction, because we're like, we got it done. And she looks great, as of course she does. So that was the biggest moment of the night.
Wow.
But then also they did the Greatest Showman is going to be on, I can't remember if it starts in Broadway or London, but they performed 3 of the numbers right there in the Hana Center. That was pretty fun.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, no, it's a full out production. And here's the thing what some people have mentioned, especially about the parks presentation. Like, they've set it up now where you better deliver some big stuff, big entertainment, big stars. And then like the parks presentation, Neil Patrick Harris hosted it. And that's where they just announced what's coming up for the various parks, rides, upgrades, worlds, whatever. Mm-hmm. They had Glenn Close was there as the Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians, introducing something to do with that. They had, of all things, they're fixing the Yeti that's been broken at Disney World on that roller coaster. It used to like move and then it broke and it just sits there now. And I guess they call it Disco Yeti because maybe they just shine a bunch of lights on it. So in honor of the fact that they said they're fixing the Yeti, they brought a Queen of Disco out, Gloria Gaynor, to sing I Will Survive.
Wow.
But that's what you got to do, because you're like, people bought tickets. We can't just say, hey, we're fixing the Yeti. Good night. Like, we got to give them something.
So entertain us.
So they've set themselves up to where they got to bring some big entertainment or just move it back to a smaller room. But I mean, it fills up. But the parks presentation was great. Marvel was there. My guy Downey, he was in the house with Chris Evans and Haley Atwell. They showed a new little trailer. They announced the X-Men cast, which I don't know who most of them are. I think the chick from Obsession is one of them.
Yes.
And,
she's Rogue, the new Rogue.
Rogue, yes. And I won't say anything about the other cast and not anything from other movies.
Fair enough. I mean, it's been publicized. So.
Okay. Sadie Sink was there because,
Yes.
Anyway.
She's the new Jean.
Yes, Jean Grey. So that was cool.
Adam Driver apparently will be.
Adam Driver, yes. He's playing some, I think, bad character. He wasn't there, but he sent a video. I tell you, Ahsoka, I'm pretty excited about Ahsoka. Rosario Dawson was there. Hayden Christensen. They showed a trailer. They had a great looking poster that they were giving out.
Cool.
We never got close to it, but whatever. Cool. Ryan Gosling was there. They showed part of Starfighter. It looks really good. They showed a Vision Quest trailer. Looks interesting. Hope it's as good as the other two, because the lady who did WandaVision and Agatha All Along didn't do it. So you got something to prove. Because those things are amazing. Oh, then they had a preview for the movie Hexed with Haley Steinfeld, who was in the house. Walton Goggins, overrated. I don't get the appeal. Whatever. He was there.
He's a little overexposed.
Me either. Yeah.
They showed a clip, and it's this other character comes out with this voice, and then they announce it, and I was like, I don't know who this might be. And part of me was hoping, is it Meryl Streep? Probably not. It was Jodie Foster. No slouch. Jodie Foster walks out, which is crazy. It's the second time I've seen her at a D23 event. She was at the Legends thing last time. So it's a big show. But they closed the night. Okay. So then all of a sudden, and the whole stage turns into Frozen 3. Frozen 3. And then it stops. You're like, everybody's kind of laughing like, what's happening? And then it starts up again. And then I forget the sequence, but Kristen Bell and Idina Menzel walk out. And it's like, hey, yeah, we're here. Maybe let's try it again, but have it in my ear this time. Like, there was clearly a screw up.
Oh,
So they
wow.
ended up singing a song like from, I guess it was from the third one. It was a song from one of the others, but I don't know if that they had sung it before. I don't know. But they were great. They were there. And then Josh Gad came out and sang a new Olaf song. So that was the big ending. So as opposed to Comic-Con, where Marvel Doom is the thing, it's definitely a little more. They were in the middle. Like they were in the middle this time. And Frozen was the big kicker at the end of the night. But yeah, it's a great show. It's well worth going to. You never know who's going to show up. We went to the Legends ceremony last time because my guy Harrison Ford was honored, which was great. And I was like, there's no one that I'm thrilled about this time. So it's fine. Of course, at the end of the Legends ceremony, Bob Iger was honored and inducted as introduced by a couple people, and Robert Downey Jr., Ellen Pompeo, and Harrison Ford.
Whoa.
Wow.
Tara, you and I should have been there.
Yeah.
But so
wow,
yeah,
they brought
Ellen.
Out,
they brought out like
like
Queen. That. So I think it was Al Michaels was TV. I forget the blonde news anchor, that very big news anchor. I can't remember which one it was. So they had like big time sports, big time news, big time like the face of ABC TV. And
Diane
then,
Sawyer,
of course, maybe. And then of course Robert Downey Jr., King of Marvel, and Harrison, King of the World. So you get your big guns out for Robert Iger, and he and Harrison he introduced Harrison for his ceremony. So they're buds. But yeah, Disney, it's a fun con. You just go to absorb, like I said, be marketed to, and it's fine. No issues with it. It's fun. Like you get to find out new things. You get to have fun experiences. We saw the new head of Disney, Josh D'Amato, walk the floor. He walked right by us.
Oh, okay.
Did you get his autograph?
No, I just looked at him.
Nodded.
Yeah.
Hey.
Sup. But like Disney Hulu took up a freaking almost a whole end of the thing with their giant booths, films. We didn't even go in the Marvel one because it was too long a line. You just pick and choose what you want to do. By the end of Saturday, I was absolutely wiped out from standing. Sure. And they don't allow you to bring those little stool chairs in. And I bought one specifically for this.
Oh, no.
I
really?
Can't even use it. Yeah.
Oh.
It's the convention center, I think, that said no.
Oh,
lame.
So, it's a con. We were living. I had hot dogs 2 days in a row, breakfast leftovers from my fast food the night before.
I had hot dogs 2 days in a row.
And pizza at the Honda Center. Yeah.
Wendy, what do you like on your hot dog? How do you order your hot dog?
Ketchup.
That's it?
Or sometimes cheese, maybe chili.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And Tara, I'm guessing you go plain.
Yeah, I go plain. I mean, I wouldn't mind chili. I don't mind chili.
Chili's good. Chili
just or cheese, chili and cheese.
The Morrison, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the highlights. It's a different con. It's full of Disney obsessed people. I'm proud to say I'm one of them. Not to that extent of some of them that were there, but it's a world of a lot of fun Disneyness.
Cosplay. You guys sent us lots of good cosplay photos.
Yeah, there's some fun cosplay going on. A lot of interesting costumes happening. But yeah, everybody's just happy. It's just fun. Like, and then you hear the Disney people talk and about like their passion for what they do and bringing happiness. And Michael Giacchino is great. Like, just he seems like a very nice guy. Like, people like that are creative and inspired and doing things they love, and then you go to work and everybody's bitching, and it's like, I miss the Disney world. And I know not everybody at Disney is happy all the time. I get it, but you're at a con, everything's happy. It's inspiring. It's fun. Mm-hmm. It's my Burning Man.
So I'm looking at a list of all the announcements made on Deadline, and as far as parks go, for Disneyland Park proper, it looks like Tomorrowland was really the only big announcement for Disneyland. Does that sound right?
Yeah. I think eventually maybe they're doing an Avatar world, but they gotta redo Tomorrowland. Hey, Kat,
don't do that.
Kat, wait a minute, Kat. I've been to the Avatar land at Disney World.
Okay.
And I'm not a fan of the movies, but the world is cool, and that ride is one of the best rides I've ridden. Yeah, I don't know if they would do that same ride here, but going to Avatar Land at Disney World made me want to like the film, so I tried, and I was like, no, still don't like it. The world is beautiful, and the ride was amazing. So,
fair enough.
Yeah. So I'll give it that. Cool. Yeah.
And it looks like California Adventure is getting some more Marvel stuff.
A Stark ride, and I know there's a Stark ride.
Stark, and then like Flight Trainer or something.
Yeah, there's
Anyway.
a couple, but they're so far out. I'm like, okay, tell me when they're gonna open, because it feels like it's gonna be a minute. And that's the thing. Some of these and that's part of the disappointment. It's like, okay, here's some things that may or may not happen in several years.
Yeah.
You know, they're announcing way out for stuff. Yeah, even the films sometimes they're like, and we'll be debuting in 2029. Okay. See you then. Geez. Oh, there were several that were like 2028, 2029. Okay, thanks for the notice. Yeah, the parks, I didn't really keep up with a lot of it. I just know people got excited about the Yeti. Tomorrowland's being refurbished, redone, updated.
There's a Coco, or it's an Encanto. One of those movies is getting a ride.
I think it's Encanto. They had some of the thing. They have something with Encanto. They're doing a new Indiana Jones ride at Disney World, I think.
And sorry, I got confused. Coco, we're getting a Coco 2. And then Encanto is getting a ride. That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, you got to keep moving, Disney. You got to keep, updating and.
Oh, Coco's also getting an attraction. Huh. Okay.
Still wouldn't call Encanto quite a Frozen, but to each their own.
No.
Those Encanto purists that claim it was going to be
some sort of debate about.
Encanto when Encanto came out, people were like, "Oh, it's better than Frozen. It's the new Let It Go. It's better."
Yeah, Bruno's better than Let It Go. No, it's not. Stop it.
God,
can't we just all enjoy the things that we like?
We didn't start it.
No, we didn't start it.
The answer is no.
Frozen finished
came at us first.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't realize there was this rivalry.
No, they were all They always try to take down Frozen.
Mm-hmm. And that's not even the best song from Encanto. It was Luisa's song.
Agreed.
God.
It is the best song.
See what I mean? Disney passion. It's a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm. Speaking about passionate, let's switch gears back to Anne Hathaway. Oh, would you have anything else? I'm sorry.
No.
No? Okay.
If anyone has any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. But
you may write to us at shenerds@gmail.com.
Yes, I will happily fill you in on all things D23. And it's every 2 years, so it's not going to
happen. Every 2 years. I forgot that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does make it more exciting. And then I guess that makes more sense while they're announcing stuff for 2028.
Yeah, because they've got, they got 2 years to do this again. I think, actually, they may be doing one in Shanghai, Singapore. I think there was somewhere else that they're going to do one, but not back here for 2 years.
Okay. I wouldn't mind going to one.
Well, 2 years.
Okay.
I'm busy
at the Olympics.
Well, they're adjusting the dates because of the Olympics.
Okay. That's nice.
Everybody's getting out of the way of the Olympics. They couldn't do anything during the Olympics. Everybody's going to be full.
True.
And crowded.
And busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, Anne Hathaway made news. Variety reports that Anne Hathaway says movies that kill dogs should automatically be rated R. And I think she means where the dog dies in the movie, not obviously, that where there's like any actual animal being harmed.
Like graphic dog murder.
Yeah, right. No, like where a dog dies, where you would need to go to the site doesthedogdie.com, which I do for almost every movie now. For multiple reasons. Again, it's not just dogs. It's really any phobia or anything you could be remotely have any fear of. They'll tell you if it's in that movie. That where a dog dies in the film, that it should be rated R. She says it doesn't matter if anybody curses. Doesn't matter if there's violence. If a dog dies, R rated. I think everybody's so traumatized by John Wick because I've seen those comments for End of Oak Street, and that's the new film coming out, End of Oak Street, they better not kill the dog. And I'm like, which movies are out there killing dogs that everybody's scared that we're just casually doing it in movies now? And it's true. Like
we talked about it when we saw the trailer for End of Oak Street. It's like, they better not kill that dog.
The dog just because they could so easily just have that dog casually be eaten by a dinosaur. I mean, that's the first thing that everybody, and they're using it. Whoever approved that editing of that cut knows people are going to think they're going to worry about the dog.
Yeah.
So they're playing on our heartstrings. So
that's right.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
I think she has a point.
I think they should have to make it. I think they should have to make animal violence a separate, like,
there should be a rating.
Violence. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Or like, I don't know if it is, or maybe it's done really subtly. Like, you'd have to, I mean, do any of us really go and read like the red cards for or like, or like PG-13, go and read. It's not like TV where they list like sexual situations, bright
drinking,
lights, drinking, strong language. Maybe they list it, but you have to like really go and seek it out. But I think they should have to list it very plainly. But for now, that's what the website doesthedogdie.com.
And I will always go there and check. If I see some scary movie and there's an animal, I'm checking.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I just check for almost every movie just to get a feel for what's
just in case
what's in there. Yeah. But good for you, Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, I like that Anne Hathaway. She seems cool.
I watched her speech at the Legends ceremony. It was on Disney Plus Sunday night. It happened Sunday afternoon. They broadcast it Sunday night. She had a very nice speech. It's weird because she almost didn't look like Anne Hathaway because she's very pregnant, I guess, and
cool.
Has a little baby pregnant face weight gain. But I mean, she's beautiful.
I thought you were going to say beard.
No,
the motion you were doing.
She got a baby beard.
She just doesn't look like and her hair was lighter, so she just looked like a beautiful woman that resembles Anne Hathaway, but it is Anne Hathaway. But she had a very nice, fun speech. Like, I heard someone saying they liked hers the best, and I agree. She did a really nice speech, and they had a nice moment.
She introduced, or who was she?
She was inducted.
Oh, she got in.
Yeah, she's a Disney legend, thanks to Princess. Whatever princess and
Diaries, Princess Diaries,
Princess whatever,
and
congrats, Anne Hathaway.
And Devil Wears Prada, and then the director for Prada introduced her. But then after her speech, she went back and she and Emily Blunt had a big hug because then Emily walked right out and introduced The Rock. Dwayne Johnson.
Interesting.
Yeah. He's in.
Do they have an association or?
Well, they were in Jungle Cruise, and I think something else as well, maybe. So they're buds. Yeah.
Okay, but he's in.
The Rock Emily's getting in at some point, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. The Rock's in it for whatever he's done. I don't remember.
Well, Moana now.
Well, yes, Moana
and
Jungle Cruise.
Jumanji? Was he in Jumanji?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that Disney?
Is that Disney?
I'm not sure it's Disney.
I don't know.
Let's
look that up. It feels like Disney, but maybe it was a little too edgy for Disney.
Well, some people are mad because people like the Jonas Brothers are getting in. Yet Jim Cummings, the voice I think too, is not.
Disney.
He's even kind of annoyed. And you know what? I gotta say, Jonas Brothers, no shade, but they were at least impressive to me. They gave this speech that felt more like a bit. Like with each said a different line. They made a joke about glad we didn't sign that Nickelodeon deal. And like then at some point they put on Mickey ears like always pledge loyalty to the mouse. And then they just every time they showed them in the crowd, they just looked like they were not even into it. They were annoying. So whatever. I mean, I'm sure good for them. They're like,
I prefer Hanson anyway.
Yeah. And then but I tell you, Lin-Manuel Miranda, he did sort of a bit where he did he read to the tune of Part of Your World from his Little Mermaid VHS box that I guess maybe he used to watch when he was young or something. And he did like his thank you speech kind of you know how his songs are like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, you know, how he like rap song, whatever, kind of sings. It was to that song, but with his thank yous and his speech. And it was actually really touching. And I gotta say, I teared up a bit. So that was a bit that went really well. And it was very heartfelt and very sweet. And then the voice of Little Mermaid signed it at the end of the thing. It was a nice moment. You could tell he actually put some heart into it. And the Jonas Brothers just felt like, hey man, how are we gonna do this bit? Like I'll say a line, then you say
too cool for school.
Yeah, I did not come away impressed with him. So but whatever. Maybe they cared. I don't know. I mean, about getting in, you know, who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always a nice area. Partly because you don't know who's going to show up to do presenting. That's always fun.
Yeah, sounds fun.
Yeah, you should come 2 years from now.
Yeah.
Do it again. We'll do
We'll
it
see.
again. If we're not already out, like having spent all our money and time and energy from the Olympics.
Exactly.
All
All right. I think that's a podcast.
That's a snoppity snop. Snoppity doo dah. Snoppity.
Oh, very nice.
Well, we're on Twitter. I'll post some links to like Marmot, the Fat Marmots.
Oh yeah, let's support them.
And
Fat
maybe throw up
Marmots.
a couple pictures from the D23. We're there at Snot Podcast with Wendy. We're also on Blue Sky at She Nerds Out.
And Facebook and Instagram at She Nerds Out Podcast.
You can send us an email to shenerdsout@gmail.com. You can come to our website, shenerdsout.com, for all your snopping needs. We've got merch. You can buy us a beer. You can catch up on all the episodes. You can send us a voicemail. It's one stop snopping.
Come to our website.
Buy
us some merch and a beer.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh,
I like
okay.
that. Okay.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
Melissa, we know you're a listener. Can we use your song?
Yeah, exactly.
She's probably not listening.
Well, I'll tell you what. If we don't hear from her, it means that we can.
Yeah, it's a yes. It's not
Okay.
a no.
We'll take your no.
We asked.
Or your silence is a no.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, I'm going to sign off this time the way our one of our new fill-in reporters signs off his live shots with, for the moment, she nerds out.
Out.
She nerds out. We're girls that like dirty things.